Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This is ICJR-I from Centrist Nation, and right now we have with us Jon F. Danilowicz, the retired American diplomat of the Department of State. Hello, sir. How have you been doing?
I'm doing great. It's an honor to be here.
So we already know that you're a very good friend of Bangladesh from the States. I want to know that after the fall of the previous regime, do you think Bangladesh is on the right tracks?
Yeah. So I think the first thing is you can't look at where we are today or where Bangladesh today is in a vacuum. You have to look at it in comparison to where we were. So I remember back to the January 2024 election and the utter despair I felt about Bangladesh's future. After the July Revolution, obviously, like many, I saw great opportunities and hope. I'm come back a year later. Clearly, there's still challenges remaining, but I remain confident that Bangladesh has a brighter future than the past. And I'm encouraged as I talk to people here that the spirit of July 2024 continues.
Sir, thank you for being with us for such a long time as a long-standing friend of Bangladesh. But I would like to recall the fact that there are so many problems regarding the tariff issues with the United States, right? And a lot of other countries have been able to strike a good deal. For example, Vietnam, India, and even Cambodia has been able to strike a good deal. And there has been a lot of criticism that probably the interim government of Bangladesh have not been able to negotiate effectively to get a good deal. Today is the last day. So do you think we would be able to turn the tables to our favor and finally get a good deal for the negotiation of the tariffs?
So I'd step back a moment and look at the Trump inauguration in January and where Bangladesh-US relations were at the time. Relations were headed in the right direction. There was a lot of concern that there would be a shift after January 20th when President Trump came in. That didn't come to pass. And some of the credit for that goes to the interim government, which from the beginning engaged constructively with the Trump administration. The Trump administration has a foreign policy of America first. I've argued and I believe that Bangladesh is pursuing a policy of Bangladesh first. This extends to the trade area. There are opportunities mutually to expand the economic and commercial relationship, trade, and investment. Obviously, the United States is looking to maximize its interests, so is Bangladesh. From my understanding and from my observations, the discussions have been fruitful. They've been constructive. Each side has put on the table certain ideas of how best to expand that relationship. I don't see any impediments from the Bangladesh side. Obviously, the Trump administration is dealing with many countries around the world. As you mentioned, some have already reached framework agreements. There are a number of others, including Bangladesh, still in the queue. Compared to many countries, I would much rather be in Bangladesh's position. So I'm optimistic that we'll reach an agreement. I know that the latest statement by President Trump put a deadline of August 1st. I don't know how hard that is. But I think as we look going forward, there's opportunities for both countries to benefit. Obviously, there's concern about Bangladesh's absolute position, but I think what really should be in focus is the relative position that Bangladesh is in, particularly with regard to its potential competitors in the U.S. market.
So, as we know that USA has decided not to take any interfering aspect with the foreign countries' elections, do you think that could be a problem for Bangladesh during their election period?
Yeah, no, not at all. I think quite to the contrary. The United States has shown a commitment to working with Bangladesh through this interim period and then looking forward to working with the next elected government. So I don't expect that this discussion about U.S. Proclivity to make public statements on elections will have any impact on how the relationship goes moving forward.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time.